getting investment and getting people to invest in mental health is extremely difficult. People just find it difficult to invest in that because they're not able to see the ROI very quickly. It takes time to see the impact. So over the last few years that we've been working in the space of mental health and education, there are a couple of things that come across as things that we should be doing and which can be scalable. One thing I'd say is that it's very important to institutionalize the initiatives. And when I say that, I mean it's important to embed it within the working of the institution itself. I think that kind of promotes sustainability. It makes sure that it is going to be long-lasting. And by embedding it within the program and within the institution, you're also getting ownership and the buy-in of the people, which also then goes towards the longevity of the institution. We've seen that over the last 3 years, with our sustained efforts, the suicide rate has come down by 40%. Institutionalizing the initiatives is extremely important. And the other thing is that making sure that we have all stakeholders involved in it. By just promoting it with just one stakeholder is not going to be sufficient. For example, in schools, if we're working, even though the direct beneficiaries are going to be children, we can't only do workshops with children. We have to include the teachers and we have to include the parents. Philanthropy is a very big partner because without that, it's going to be very difficult to scale up. CSR coming from corporates is another very big source. I think what we can work towards is outcome-based funding, where once the outcome is delivered and then the funds come in, social impact bonds or impact-based funding, outcome-based funding, blended financing. I think these are the different ways that and creative ways for capital to come in towards mental health. Mental health by itself and even work on mental health is going to help us up to a point, but it's important to integrate other things into it, whether it is climate, whether it is physical health. For example, physical health and mental well-being go together really well. Hi, I'm Nirja Birla, founder and chairperson of the Aditya Birla Education Trust, and I'm proud to be part of the Philanthropy Asia Alliance.